Alright guys, so I just been informed that Just James is taking shots at me. I was already gonna do this video about Just James taking shots at me, but now I'm just gonna add the new what he's been saying about me to the video. And also some of these shots we're gonna start with the indirect and we're gonna go to the direct. So let's start off with this one here. This one guy says, I don't think you should have done this, man. This is referring to Just James Patreon that he closed down. He said the money was donated by people who like your content. It's your business what you choose to do with it. You're feeding the trolls by deleting it. If I were you, I would just block anyone who makes such snide remarks and forget about it. Okay, this is what Just James says. I'm not a businessman. I'm not sociopathic or manipulative, so I can never be a businessman. See what this guy is saying? You see? He's already deciding that, oh, he can't be a businessman, despite the fact that he never even tried it, I don't think. Right? He's saying he can't be a businessman, but he's trying to attach a negative connotation to business people. He's trying to say that they are sociopathic or manipulative, right? Because he can't be a businessman, right? But he's trying to say that even though he's not as smart as them, even though he's not as hardworking as them, even though he doesn't make as much money as them, he's morally superior to them because they're sociopaths and they're manipulative people, right? And this is the communism. This is what communists always do. They try to gaslight people because they're jealous of people that are above them. That's the thing. He's jealous of business people because let's be honest, he doesn't like what he does on a day-to-day basis. He doesn't like his job. He always complains about his job, right? But he knows that he can't compete with other men. So to cope with the fact that he can't compete with other men, to cope with the fact that he doesn't have it in him to be a businessman, what he does is he ascribes negative attributes to business people and even calls for communism and says, oh, you should no longer be able to own a business and have employees. I mean, that just shows you how much of a loser this guy is. It all comes out of an inability to compete with other men because he knows he's at the bottom of the food chain. He knows it. Look what he's saying here. That's what it takes in this money greedy, obsessed, backstabbing world. Yeah, you're gonna go against the whole world because you can't, compete financially because you're too lazy, you're too depressed, you're too much of a, low intelligence person to go out there and make things happen. Hell, they even say it's dog eat dog world. Sorry, they even say it's dog eat dog. That's not something I want to be part of or a world I want to live in anymore. Well, I don't want you to live in this world either, James, so we can agree on that. But look what he says. It's dog eat dog, right? Look at what I say in this video. This is my video. Why you have to become ruthless, dog eat dog world, and the problem with my subscribers, right? So what this guy is basically doing, he's taking an indirect shot. I believe that's an indirect shot at me. And the thing is, I'm also a business owner. So he's trying to say, I'm a sociopath and I'm a manipulative person. Well, keep coping, James. Keep coping with the fact that you're at the bottom of the food chain. Keep trying to make yourself seem morally superior to other people. At the end of the day, you're still poor. You're still poor and you're going to remain poor for the rest of your pathetic life. But anyways, there's more of this. There's more of this. Because he keeps bashing people that are above him on the food chain. So let's have a look at this one here, right? Check this out, right? So this one guy says here, this is not a shot at me, but I'm just going to show you another evidence that this dude, he's attacking people above him on the food chain. Look at this, right? This guy say, James, why not learn how to code? There's a free academy to start. Seems like a no-brainer for you. What does this idiot say? Just learn how to code. Unfortunately, I'm not autistic enough to enjoy that or have an intense focus for it. So now he's calling coders who do a way better and more important job than he does, he's calling them autistic. See how he has an excuse for everything that he can't do, right? There's always an excuse. Oh, I'm not autistic when you are autistic anyway. You're just autistic and dumb as a bag of rocks. I mean, this guy, it's not that he doesn't have autism that he can't code. He's too stupid. This guy can barely count. And I'm going to show you in other videos, this guy, he struggles to even count basic mathematics. He already exposed himself. And that's the funny thing with this guy. I mean, he's always trying to justify his position. Instead of admitting that you work a loser job because you're lazy, your brain has turned into mush over the years because you spent a decade working loser jobs, wage slave jobs, jobs that require no kind of intellect, no kind of brain stimulation. So that's why you're in the position that you're in. Things ain't gonna change for this clown. Ain't nothing gonna change. I mean, you just look at this guy. I mean, he's always trying to justify. What's there to justify? You're a failure. But that's how I know it's gonna remain in this position. Nothing's gonna change. But anyways, let's get into the direct shots now. Because this guy's taking direct shots at me. Right? Look at this. Uh so he's responding to somebody here. I think somebody wrote some comment. It wasn't me, but I don't comment on this guy's channel. But somebody wrote some comment, right? Look what this guy says. Listen to how crazy this guy is. Sorry, your life is so miserable you have to drag others down to your level. It's not my fault your life is screwed up. Yeah, that's rich coming from you, James. See how he tries to play it off like he's superior to other people. Bro, you're at the bottom of the food chain, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is the thing with James. Like, he calls other people trolls, but the people that are so-called trolling him are smarter than him, make more money than him, and are better than him. Like a troll, you don't even know what a troll is, man. Go focus that vitriol on someone else who deserves it. You do deserve it. You're scum. Your comment is scum. You do deserve it. Or do something useful. Yeah, like you, right? Like the vlogs that you make. The useless, nonsensical vlogs that you make. Creative, productive endeavors. As someone likes to use my own words against me to troll me. Yeah, everybody who disagrees with you, who critiques you, is a troll, right? Look at this dude. I'm just gonna turn comments off if this continues, TBH. Well, turn it off. Turn it off. Because at the end of the day, if you turn it off, you're gonna lose your viewers. People ain't coming for you. I think most people are coming for the comments. I read the comments, but I don't watch your stuff. I can't listen to you. You make me sick. I can't listen to this guy. Look, but the troll comments are pretty funny. I'm trying to stay positive, and all I get is people trying to drag me back down into that level of despair. Yeah, the same. I'm trying to stay positive. This guy been saying this for years, bro. You know, listen to this bullshit. Listen to this. This is quite funny. This is from 2018. Listen to this.
Hello and welcome back to these vlog vent rants. Yeah, it's hard to stay positive when you haven't built connections in your life, so it's like
It's hard to stay positive. Yeah. Listen to this again.
hard to stay positive when you haven't built connections.
You sound like he's constipated, bro. It's hard to stay positive. Oh, oh. But anyways, right? Look at this. Look at this. Drag me back down to their level of despair. Yeah, because you're so happy about life, James. You're just loving life. You're just radiating confidence, self-esteem, and happiness to everybody else, right? That and they are so starved of attention and so desperate to get it off me. Look at this guy. This guy has a massive ego, bro. This guy's ego is just through the roof. His ego is so big. Like, and he say, "Oh, I shouldn't have an ego," but he has a massive ego, though. His ego is humongous. Not to mention the possessed people who are under Satan influence attacking me because I reject Satan and his ways. Look at this, what this guy's saying. I mean, he sounds like an absolute lunatic. You sound like an absolute lunatic, James. You are a lunatic. You are nuts. You are crazy. And that's why there's no logic with this guy. You see how the stuff that he says, I mean, his stuff doesn't even make any sense. There's absolutely no logic. You can't attach any logic or reasoning to the stuff this guy says. Satan loves to ridicule and plant seeds of doubt, and his servants do that well on here. Actually, it's your supporters who come and do that on my channel. They're always trying to tell me, oh, Unreal, you ain't going nowhere in life. Oh, Unreal, you ain't got nothing. And you do that as well. That's the funny thing. But the funny thing is, you don't know nothing about my life. And deep down, James, you know that I'm above you on the food chain. If I'm below you on the food chain, prove it. Because last time I checked, you work minimum wage. But you want to say, oh, Unreal, you ain't got no job. We're going to get into that later. You want to try and say that, right? Look, he's saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna read this one. I'm gonna read this one where he targets me, right? He's like, I know where they came from. The Unreal Man made videos on me, and they are all negative. His entire channel is. He picks and chooses clips to suit his agenda. I've not watched more than a few seconds because I don't want to be dragged down, but the titles and others telling me is enough to know." Okay, first of all, that makes no sense, you retard. That makes absolutely no sense. You've watched a few seconds, which is literally me saying, alright guys, it's the Unreal Man. That's what you've watched, right? But yet somehow you've come to the conclusion that the videos are all negative and my entire channel is negative. See how retarded this guy is? Like I said, this guy, what he says doesn't even make sense. The man is mentally ill. You know? Mentally ill people like him should not have a YouTube channel. The stuff he says makes absolutely no sense. How can you watch a few seconds, okay, and yet you know what my whole channel is? You're obviously lying, and he lies in like the same sentence. That's how stupid this guy is. For you guys who think this guy can move up on the career ladder, you guys are even as dumb as this guy. If you think this guy has any chance of moving up on the career ladder, you got to go and live in Disneyland. This guy is one of the dumbest, most retarded people I've ever seen in my life. And he's mentally ill. He's not just stupid, he's a lunatic. And look at the stuff this guy is saying. I mean, and he's saying, I pick and choose clips to suit my agenda. What kind of stupid comment is that? You're the one saying it. It doesn't matter if I'm taking, obviously, I'm going to take a segment of what you say. I'm not going to play the whole video, you moron. You know, this like EDP 445, right? This equivalent like EDP 445 saying, well, I know I said that I want to climb through your window of a 13-year-old girl house. I know I said I want to take away the innocence of a 13-year-old girl. But you know what? Um, I also said I just want to come here for a cupcake. So you're picking and choosing. This is the equivalent. Like what you're saying makes no sense. Because the fact of the matter is, you still said it. You still said it. Whether I pick and choose is irrelevant. You said it. Just like what EDP said, X-rated stuff to an underage kid. It doesn't matter that he said stuff that wasn't X-rated as well. But that's the thing with this guy. He has no logic. He talks about self-improvement. So you watched a few seconds, but you know I talk about self-improvement. You see how this guy exposes himself in literally one sentence after another. He's retarded. I mean, look at this. He talks about self-improvement, but is that ridiculing and criticizing someone on the internet? Yes, it can be. It can be. It can be. But the thing is that I'm trying to wake people up, not you. I know that you're a mental case, you're low intelligence, and you got no work. And for the point when you go to call into communism, that's already over. I know you don't stand a chance. I know you don't stand a chance. I'm not trying to get across to you. I want to help people with my channel that want help. I don't want to help you because you cannot be helped because you're mentally sick, right? You say instead of encouraging and helping others, I am helping others. What are you talking about? That's the only reason why I'm here on YouTube. I'm not here to make money like you, James. Let's be honest, James. Let's keep it real, 100% real. You're on YouTube to make money. It doesn't matter that you flopped. Your reasoning to come on YouTube was to make money, right? That's why you went on that incel documentary, because you wanted to boost your profile so that you could make money a living off YouTube. Let's not beat around the bush here, James. Let's be real. You're on YouTube for money. You flopped? Yes, you did flop. Your Patreon flopped. but you started a Patreon to make money off of it. Just because it flopped doesn't mean that wasn't your intention. You started YouTube to make money. Just because it flopped doesn't mean that wasn't your intention. You're here to make money. I'm not. So don't even dare try to criticize my intentions. I have no reason to be on here to make money. And I've said that from the offset. So don't dare try and criticize my intentions. Then he come and say, this guy wants to respond so his channel can grow. Look how big this guy ego is. First of all, if I want my channel to grow, why would I be talking about a dying channel? You lost 90% of your viewership, bro. You used to get 20 to 30K views a video. Now you're getting 2 to 3K. Why would I target a dead channel to grow my channel, bro? See how stupid this guy is. Surely I'd be talking about Kevin Samuels, other guys in the manosphere. Why would I be talking about you, a dying channel? See, this guy, like I said, this guy has no logic. He just says whatever. He just spits out whatever. I don't even think this guy brain works properly. Oh, I'm a drama channel like Leafy. Nobody in the history of me being on YouTube 3 years has ever compared me to Leafy is here. I'm nothing like Leafy is here. Only your retarded autistic brain can process and say, I'm like Leafy is here. I'm not even going to address how stupid that is. Okay? I mean, I'm getting bored of talking about this guy. Let's just finish this off. So let's get to the final comment. So this guy say the Unreal Man is talking smack about you, man. He's constantly putting you down. Well, look, man, at the end of the day, if that's how you view it, I really don't care. I really don't care. This guy say, so I don't watch, I don't care. We've already exposed this guy. He does watch, okay? Just like hiding in my room. They always deny because their ego is too big to admit that they watch. See, I don't watch this guy. I watched him before, but I just look at the comments. I don't watch this guy's videos. Look what he say. If they had a life job, things to do, and weren't a loser, that's rich coming from you again, they'd have better things to do with their time, hence their opinion is beyond irrelevant to you. First of all, I don't care what you think, James. I don't make these videos for you to change. Like I said, you ain't gonna change. You're already dead. You can go and climb in the casket right now, you're dead. Nothing's gonna change from now until the point, and if this guy commits suicide, they're gonna blame me as well, which is, quite likely. But that's another topic. But the point is, this guy ain't gonna move past the point that he's at. He's not. His life is only gonna get worse from now. He has no idea what's coming. Apparently, he's doubling down and he's pushing communism. I didn't watch this crap video, but from the comment section, apparently he's doubling down on what he said about the Great Reset and he's pushing communism more. And he's killing his own channel because now that he's making it clear that he's a communist, more and more people are going to turn against him. This guy say, haters aren't busy enough with their own lives to stop and criticize others as a distraction from their own disastrous situation. Yeah, keep projecting, James. See, this is his coping mechanism. He wants to believe that all the people that critique him are beneath him or equal to him. This is how he copes and deals with this situation. He has to imagine things because at the end of the day, he's got no proof to anything he's saying. There's absolutely no evidence. And it's stupid because YouTube is about criticizing people. YouTube started in that fashion. YouTube is about responding, replying, and critiquing other content creators. That's what YouTube's about. If you don't like that, then get the hell off the platform. That's what YouTube's about. There's nothing wrong with critiquing other YouTubers. But you see, if I was making videos about Logan Paul, critiquing Logan Paul or Jake Paul or Onision or any of these guys, he wouldn't have a problem with that. Why wouldn't he have a problem with that? Because they're famous, they're celebrities, they're rich. But when it comes down to this guy, because this communistic ideology, they believe that because they're at the bottom of the food chain, because they're a loser, they're immune to criticism. This is what communists believe, because they believe that only the system can be blamed for his situation. And he believes that. He believes the system is at fault. when it ain't got nothing to do with the system. It's you. You are the constant in this situation. You can keep talking all that crap, James. At the end of the day, I know what's in store for you, and it ain't pretty. You can keep coping. You can keep living in the delusion. You can keep living in the delusion. That doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, things are about to get a whole lot worse for you. You ain't got nothing going for you. You're dumb as a bag of rocks. You work a wage slave job. You have no future. You have no career. You have no intelligence. You have nothing. You have nothing going for you. If you want to believe that I got nothing going for me, that's fine. Because it's only going to be more sweet when I see your suffering, James. It's only going to be more sweet. And the trolls who come to my channel, it's only going to be more sweet. I really don't care. You can keep talking, you can keep opening your mouth, you can keep bashing the unreal man. At the end of the day, you're not going to get the last laugh on me. You're not going to get the last laugh on me. I can manage my money unlike you. I don't need to go and spend thousands on a nose job in Lithuania. I don't need to go and chase women in Italy and not even get laid, even though you went there to get laid and you failed. I don't need to pretend I have a girlfriend. This is the thing with you, James. Your whole life is a delusion, man. You don't know my life. Well, I know what you put on YouTube. I know what you put on YouTube. What do you know about me? See, this guy come and say, "Oh, you don't know my life." This is his typical saying, right? You don't know my life. But here's the thing, though. You're judging a guy who don't even put his life on YouTube. So what does that make you? Exactly, a hypocrite. This guy's a hypocrite. Then he say, "Oh, I don't know. This guy is a troll that I banned. I've never commented on your channel." This whole thing started with you commenting on my channel, James. Don't try and BS. You commented on my channel back in the day and try to take shots at me subliminally, right? But you're too stupid to do it smartly. You try to take shots at me subliminally. He's always pushed this idea that you can't create, and this is what this guy has done from the beginning. This is why I had an initial problem with him, because I spoke about him getting the nose job thing, right? And I spoke about that, and I said, why is this guy with working minimum wage getting a nose job? Why can't he go and meet this girl without just his normal face? And he's blowing his money. And this guy tried to subliminally diss me and say that, oh, you ain't going nowhere in life. He's been doing this for years, trying to say Unreal ain't going nowhere in life. So don't try and play the victim, Jay. See, this is the thing with this James guy. He try and play the victim when he's the one who actually started this. He started this so-called, I don't see it as a beef, but he started this thing. It wasn't me that started it. It was him, right? And that's the thing. So we got to understand with this guy, I'm finishing this, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to get the last laugh, James. Because I set my life up. You can keep believing that my life ain't this, my life ain't that. But at the end of the day, you're going to see anyway. Because when I go to other countries, I make sure I keep this channel up. When I go to other countries, you're going to see I'm living good. And we're going to see you suffering. There's plenty more videos about this clown, Just James. So stay tuned. It's Unreal Man here, the truth and madness. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you're informed every time I upload a new video.